I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent. I'm fearless. I'm an achiever. I'm resilient.
Hello Amazon, you're welcome to Female and More, the #1 female-centric show on the continent of Africa. If you're joining us for the first time, I celebrate you and I believe that you keep coming back to watch more. So we have a lot of inspiring videos that you can watch after you have seen these. Female and More is an offshoot of the Female and More online community of African females where we boost our self-esteem, discover our potentials in order to be our best selves. You can find out more about us and join us by clicking on the link that is on the description of this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, like, and share this video so that other females in your network can get to see what you are seeing and hear what you are hearing. I'm Divine Dominion, and Female and More is brought to you by Youngsters Foundation with support from Ford Foundation. And as always, today on the show, I'll bring you lots of fun and edutainment. So I would say sit back and let's enjoy this. You're welcome back. This is still Female and More, the #1 female-centric show on the continent of Africa. First on our gist today is the good news of the 23-year-old Malala, who has made it to the front cover of the British Vogue. Malala is the cover star of the July 2021 edition of the British Vogue. And the British Vogue announced this on their Instagram page, and Malala commented to confirm this. And this is what she wrote. He says, "I'm thrilled and humbled to be on the cover of British Vogue." Man, who would be? So she says, "I know the power a young girl carries in her heart when she has a vision and a mission. And I hope that every girl who sees this cover will know that she can change the world." If you're hearing of Malala for the first time, she's a young lady who at the age of 15 was shot by Taliban soldiers for her activism around girl child education in a time when girls were banned from going to school in Pakistan. And today, she is a globally recognized activist for the right to education and has received lots and lots of awards for her work around putting girls back in school through her non-profit organization, Malala Fund. If Malala can, you too can. Yeah, and this brings me to the second part of our gist today. We live in a society where there are lots of perceptions. You know, perception is a thing. Everybody feels that they know what everybody else is supposed to be doing. Now, these perceptions are either individual-based or they can be gender-based perceptions. And when you talk about gender-based perceptions, we refer to the general belief, societal perceptions about what each gender should be, what each gender can do, what they cannot do, what they can become, and what they cannot become. Now, if you bring it down to the African context, there are roles that are meant to describe what a female can do, what a female cannot do, what a female can be, what a female cannot be, and same thing for the male gender. Now, these roles tend to describe how far you can go, what you can do and what you cannot do. Most perceptions, one of them is the way the society sees an unmarried woman. So you can build mansions, you can do great things, build your career, build your business, you know, do a lot of things, marvelous things in the civil space, for the society, in the political space. But if you are not married, you're seen as incomplete and you are yet to arrive. But there's another perception. This one is around what profession fits a lady, what profession doesn't fit a lady. So the society seems to have a thought around this profession are for men and this profession, why these professions are for women. It's such that if I decide today to take up a particular profession and it's not seen as, you know, a feminine profession, I'll be seen as weird. Whereas your profession is supposed to be what resonates with you as a person. It's not gender sensitive in the real sense of the word. But this is also how the society has divided professions along the lines of gender. Now, I hear people argue around what colors are feminine and what colors are not feminine. So there are colors that you wear that this color is not for. And I'm wondering where it's written on these colors. I don't know if you wonder, like I do, where this gender thing is put around these colors. I will not fail to mention the society's perception around a woman who is well-to-do. You know, we feel this need to tell a well-to-do woman that, oh, you're well-to-do, you know, you're doing well, but you need to be humble. You need to be modest. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have an issue with, you know, it's a good advice actually to say you should be humble, you should be modest. But I mean, it's not a feminine trait. Being humble, being modest is not a feminine trait. It's a human trait. Every human being ought to be humble and modest. So when we give that, it looks like a clause, and this clause is not usually attached to the male gender if it is a male gender who is, you know, doing well or is well-to-do, but it's attached to the woman. So these are some of the ways that the society perceives gender-based perceptions that the society has about the female. Now, I'm sure that you've come face to face with these gender-based perceptions in one way or the other. I'd like you to share your experience with us. Use the comment section across whatever platform you're using to watch this video. Tell us what has been your experience. What have you personally experienced based on what the society thought of you or thought you were supposed to do or think you're supposed to, the way they thought you're supposed to act about a particular issue which you did not. Did you succumb or did you not succumb? Now, there are two ways you and I as females can respond or react to these gender-based perceptions. First would be to accept them, live with them, go by them, and say nothing. Second would be to question them. Now, when you're face to face with these perceptions, maybe you are in one of the conditions I already mentioned, you are an unmarried woman, you are trying to choose a profession, or whatever the case might be. The question becomes, do I have to question this? Is it not a popular opinion? I mean, does majority not carry the votes, they say? My dear, at this point, I need to tell you, it is okay to question it. If there is a belief, there is an expectation, there is a perception that doesn't favor who you are in your inner self, you have to question it. You don't just accept it and take it in and absorb it. Why? Because at the end of the day, you would regret and you would be like, it's because of the society that I did not pursue this dream, that I did not do this. It is okay to question what doesn't go down well with you. I read a story recently about a girl called Habiba Musa, a Kaduna-born footballer, hijab-wearing footballer. That's the way she's referred to. So when she was much younger, she decided that she wants to become a footballer. And the society where she was born into, it's not the norm for a girl to wake up and want to, you know, pursue a career in football. But that's what Habiba wanted for herself. You know what she did? She faced the reality and she questioned it. She was, why can I not be a footballer? Especially when she noticed that there is nothing in her religion that says it is wrong for a woman to pursue a career in football. And today, she's referred to as and known as Habiba, the hijab-wearing footballer. If Habiba questioned it, Malala herself questioned the norm in her society at the time that said females cannot go to school. If you feel the need to question any gender-based perceptions in your society, do so. If you feel the need to question any limiting belief that inhibits you and stops you from achieving and being your best self, please speak up. And if you cannot stand alone while doing this, then that is why Female and More is here for you. You can join our community of African females where we boost our self-esteem, discover our potentials in order to be our best selves. Now, as you go this week, do not forget that you can question these limiting beliefs, and it is okay to question them. Until I come your way again next time, do not forget to follow us across our social media handles, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, comment, and share it with other females in your network. Until next week, do not forget, you are Female and More.